Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode number 26 of my Colorado Rockies series here on Out of the Park Baseball 16. And today we are back getting into the off-season for 2023/24. And we are coming off of yet another disappointing postseason appearance as we once again lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm trying to think, how many times have we lost to the Dodgers in the postseason now? I don't know. I think I know we've lost to them at least twice out of the or before that year. So three of the four times I think we've lost to them, and I think the other year we lost to the Braves maybe. So we've yet to win a playoff series, unfortunately, in this series. But we are heading into season 10, and despite the disappointment in the playoffs, I think that last year we proved that this core is still good, and that we don't really need to make any major changes. I think it's just really about getting hot at the right time. And I sort of buy into the whole theory that a lot of the playoffs is, really just a crapshoot, and getting hot in small sample sizes and stuff like that. So I think the Dodgers, I also think another part of it is just we play the Dodgers every year in the freaking playoffs, and it stinks. I mean, hopefully this year maybe we won't get the best record in the league, and then we won't have to play them, because I think each of these years when we've won 97 games, we've had the best record in the NL, and we just ended up having to play the Dodgers because they were the wild card team. So, anyway, it's kind of frustrating, but even more frustrating was losing Steven Strasburg. Torn flexor tendon. He's out basically for the entire next season, and that means that I'm pretty much, it's pretty much an easy choice for me. I'm not going to pick up his option. He has 2 more years at with $20 million team options, and I was going to probably move him anyway, because our team payroll right now is just inflated thanks to some of the moves that we made last year. When we picked up Marco Gonzalez, what does he make? He makes $19.2 million. So we were probably gonna have to cut Strasburg off that payroll anyway. So I would have liked to trade him and get something more for him. But if we do decline his option, maybe we can get a draft pick out of him. I'm not so sure he's gonna get signed beforehand or before next year's draft, because he's gonna be hurt. But I don't know. But we will void his last contract here, and then let's see if we go to offer extension. Yeah, so he probably won't take the qualifying offer, so we'll slap it on him anyway. But Nolan Arenado, we are going to pick up his option. He had a fantastic year last year, really good bounce back year. Christian Vasquez, $1.6 million. He was pretty good in the backup role. But the thing is, I don't know. I kind of want to keep the payroll flexible for now. So I think I might hold off on that. I'll maybe make a decision a little bit. Also, our pitching coach retired. Okay, so we're going to have to replace him. And alright, and then we can just look at, we can get into the rest of the offseason. But let's do sign team staff. We want pitching coach, reputation. Ooh, Juan Nieves, former Red Sox pitching coach who got fired this year. Or we go with the young guy, Bobby Madrich. He's with the Dodgers. The Dodgers a while ago, but sure, why not? Won't take much, and I hope that he will grow a little bit, because he's only 47 years old. So, all right, cool. Not sure if we should have gone with Juan Nieves. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we should have actually. Crap. Can I still offer him a contract? Okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but now I really want Juan Nieves. Now that I looked at him, I mean, look at this. Turn your number 2 into a number 1 and help a prospect develop into an all-star. It sounds like my type of guy. I don't know why you didn't just go with him in the first place, but alright, whatever. So, salary arbitration. Alright, so Strasburg, we're going to give the qualifying offer to. CJ Edwards, I don't think we're going to bring back $9.5 million, and I don't think we'll be able to get a qualifying offer on him either. So, that was kind of a disappointment, the way his season played out for us this year. He was really good last year, but just did not turn out the way we wanted it to. Alright, Daz Cameron wants $4 million. So I don't know. The thing is, I would like to. I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to find someone to take David Dahl's contract, but if we could, then I would be open to bringing back Daz Cameron at that price. But if we're going to have Dahl making $15 million, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, Dahl gets hurt so much, we need a good backup. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we should probably just upgrade center field and bring Dahl back as the backup if we can't trade him. But I don't know. We'll see if we get any offers for him. Alright, so we only got one offer for David Dahl, but it might actually be one that I take, because When we take a look at David Dahl's contract, he's got 2 guaranteed years left on the deal at a total of $30 million. Whereas this one offer we're getting for this Taiwanese reliever, he does make 16.6, or actually makes 17.4 million next year, but it's only 1 year left on his deal after this one. So I think I might take this one. It would probably be easier to move this guy anyway than it would be to move Dahl. Plus, he might actually be kind of productive. I mean, he hasn't exactly been horrible the last couple of years, and he even had a good year as a starter a couple of years ago. So I think this deal makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we will do this one. We say goodbye to the David Dahl era, unfortunately, and I assume that we wouldn't be able to just poach him off to Cincinnati, for nothing. Okay, that's what I thought. So we will take the other guy then. The guy just got offered to us. Where is he? Poe or something. Here he is, Hugh. And is there any way we could maybe get another good reliever out of this, like Reagan Bazaar? This guy would be nice. Just wants to make his mom proud. Sounds like my type of guy. I guess. But yeah, it'd be nice to pick up another good reliever. Always trying to poach good relievers off of teams if we could. But if not, then I'll be happy to just get Dahl out of here, and then we will have to look to upgrade at center field next year, of course. Okay, we could include Benson in the deal, maybe. Ooh, or Vasquez. Yeah, I might do Vasquez then to get Bazaar. Alright, cool. So we'll do that. We can find another backup catcher, and probably want it cheaper than what it cost. What it cost us to keep what's his face, Vasquez. But alright, so that frees up our payroll a little bit. If we take, let's see, let's go to front office and salaries. So if we, yeah, right, we're not picking up Strasburg's options. Now we've got our payroll all the way down to 155.2. And then we still have Lindor to trade. So I'm not sure if we'll trade him. Maybe we might try to flip him for a good center fielder then, instead of get like a prospect back or anything like that. Or I mean, ideally we'd get a young center fielder with some team control over him. But you know, if it's for a similar salary slot, then I'm not gonna be opposed. Alright, and now that we don't have, so let me just take a look at our rotation here. So we've got Fernandez at 1 more year. Well, he's got 2 team options, but yeah, we'll definitely be holding on to him for this, at least this next year. So our rotation right now looking like it's going to be something along these lines, with probably Aiken and Parsons back in the rotation full time this year, unless we add another starter. But I think we'll probably at least enter the year with these 5, excuse me, and then you know, next year maybe think about, or at the deadline if we need to, maybe think about adding another starter to this mix. But for now, I think this is a fine group. And then we can add that Bazaar guy to the bullpen. All right, cool. So yeah, definitely add a center fielder is what we need to do. So let's take a look at the Francisco Lindor trade markets. Alright, so not really any great offers for Lindor here, but I see some sort of enticing ones. Daryl Carpenter, whoops. Looks like he's coming off a pretty bad year, yeah. Former number 2 overall draft pick, though. Joe Hicks. Yeah, there aren't really any great offers here, I would say. What about the Sean Rogers guy? Alright, so that's a pretty good catching prospect. So it looks like Washington's really displaying a lot of interest. So maybe we can go to them, and let's see, they don't really have any great outfielders. The thing is, I mean, we could also look and see what the free agent market holds. Ooh, they also have this guy. Who's Jose Feliz? He looks like he'd be a pretty decent center fielder. Good defensive player, speedy guy. Jose Feliz. Also have Slade Heathcott. So I don't know. I don't know. The Lindor trade market, to be honest, isn't quite what I was expecting it to be. I thought we would get some pretty good offers for him, but we might have to do some searching then. Try to find a team that maybe is in need of a shortstop or something like that. So I might look for some manual trades for Lindor. But for now, let's take care of some of this stuff. So Torres will bring you back at 800,000. And it looks like we have 12 million left for an extension. So yeah, we definitely, especially if we move Lindor, we definitely have money to go after a big name center fielder. For now, I'm going to hold off on offering Daz Cameron any type of extension. We'll just wait and see what we want to do with him. All right, Fos Colinas hit Super 2. He's looking for an extension already. I don't know. We could lock him up. I mean, I think, you know, he's probably a solid piece for the future here. But I don't know. I mean, after the way the David Dahl thing kind of played out, I am a little bit hesitant to extend these guys too early. Although, I mean, I do think Foscolina is a building block for the future for us. So, 2.5. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think maybe we'll just stick to the, well, I don't know. It's very tempting to offer him an extension right now. I certainly wouldn't want to do 10 years. I'd maybe do 7 with a couple of team options. Actually, I would do 8 with a couple of team options, but, I mean, what does he think about? What if we went down to 16? We could do 8 years with 2 team options, and bump that down to 16. Maybe get this number down to 9 and this number down to 5. Whoops, we want this back up and this number back down. Alright, so that would cover him through his age 33 season. Looks like his birthday's in October, so yeah, this would be 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. It is 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, so yeah, his age 31 season would be a team option, so alright, I guess we'll take that then. I would not mind signing him to that kind of extension. That's not a big contract at all, really. Jeremy Martinez is a guy that I'd like to see perform a little bit more before we offer him any type of extension. Although he's really not demanding a lot. See, I don't know. I do kind of think Martinez is the type of guy that could really just break out in Colorado. The way his offensive numbers might play up. But I would imagine his BABIP was extremely high in the second half with us. So it was 329. That's not too high. His average is 323. So that's, wow. I don't know, maybe we should offer him an extension too. I think with Martinez, though, I'd like to see 1 more year of good production before we make any type of long-term commitment to him. So we'll just offer him $4.25 million for the year. Thomas Dillard. Dillard is another guy who I don't really think I want to extend quite yet. He hasn't really proven to me that he's a long-term building block. Plus, you know, I think it'd be silly to extend him and Martinez right now. Because, I mean, Dillard, we could move Dillard back to catcher if Martinez doesn't work out, or if he just can't play first base. Garrett Hudson. So Hudson's a guy we picked up from Cleveland, but coming off a torn rotator cuff, and he wants $3 million. I might withdraw that and just let him go into free agency. I don't think he's really worth paying. At least not with our bullpen the way it is. Our bullpen's in really good shape right now. We'll keep Birdie. Bazaar we want, of course. Yeah, plus we picked up Bazaar, so I think it makes sense to let Hudson go. Urias we'll definitely bring back. He's been fantastic ever since moving to the bullpen. Alec Asher we'll bring back. He had another really good year. He's been a really good bullpen arm for us the last couple of years. Same thing with Yadier Alvarez. Yadier Alvarez has been a little bit, he's definitely not been quite what I was hoping when I put him in the bullpen, but he's still been pretty effective. And then Aiken we're bringing back to start, so we definitely want to keep him. And then this is the big one, Sheffield. So Justice Sheffield, I think we should, oh man, no, now his ratings are going down. Why? See, I don't know if he really wants a long-term extension yet. I mean, we have Gonzalez and Fernandez. I think I'd like to, I don't know, I think I should, let's see what we can do. If we did 11 and then maybe, I don't know, 18 or something for 5 years. Make this last one a team option. So this would be his, basically this would be his 28, 29, 30, 31, and then his 32 would be unguaranteed. Alright, he thinks that's an acceptable offer. I don't think we can, I think if we offer him anything less, he'll probably just get mad. Yeah, okay. This game's smartened up a little bit. They've realized that if you keep lowballing guys, then they will just get mad at you and not take your offers. Sorry, we will offer 18 for 5 years and a team option. So we get Sheffield locked up on an extension. That'll be good. Hopefully he can, you know, even though his ratings have kind of gone down, hopefully he can continue to perform. And alright, okay, so yeah, I will keep looking to see what I can do with Francisco Lindor, and then if I can't, if I don't find a trade for him or whatever, then the next time you'll see me is probably around the start of free agency. Alright, so we are back, and we're just a couple of days ahead of free agency. I decided I wanted to see what the free agent market was going to look like before I decided what to do with Francisco Lindor. So I figured worst case scenario, I just hold on to him all the way until spring training, and then more teams will have some more payroll flexibility around then, and we will be able to move him then. Because if we try to move him now, I don't think anyone's going to really give us any good offers, except for guys of equal salary slots. So for now, we're just going to hold on to him. But Daz Cameron's getting $4.25 million next year, and Strasburg filed for free agency, so I don't know really if anyone's going to sign him, but I'm hoping someone will so we can get at least something for him. We won a ton of awards. Sky Bolt, NL MVP. Justice Sheffield was your NL Cy Young Award winner. Alan Clay took home Manager of the Year. Jose Reyes won Rookie of the Year. We won, I think, 2 Silver Sluggers with Jose Reyes and Sky Bolt. And we also won a Gold Glove with Nolan Arenado, so pretty good stuff there. But let's skip ahead here. I want to see what the free agent market is looking like, what center fielders might be available, because we are going to have a lot of money to spend, I do believe. Maybe not a ton, but I think we'll have enough to at least get some sort of high-quality center fielder if there is one out there. Whoa, all right, so there's our first big international free agent, a catcher, Tanosuke Roach Matsuo. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on him. He's demanding $20 million right now, which we're not going to pay him. But if his demands do go down, then we'll certainly look at him. Ooh, and a left fielder. Okay, $10 million. Looks like maybe I'm not so sure about this guy. But we'll keep an eye on both those guys for sure. Any other outfielders? Ooh, and another good guy. Ooh, this guy's only 22 years old. Ooh. Alright, so a lot of good international free agents, and you know, the thing is, even though we already have good corner outfielders and we have a good, we have a good catcher, if we get those guys, and if we get them on good contracts, then it does give us the flexibility to maybe move, different guys. And honestly, I mean, if we were able to get Yamada, I might even try him out in center field because he's only 22 and he doesn't have the worst defensive ratings. So he's only 6'1". Yeah, he could definitely play center field, I think. And then, if we got Matsuo, then we could even move Martinez and try to get a center fielder that way. Because it's all really just about, asset management. And you always want to get the best assets and the best contracts. At least that's how I try to do it. So, and anyway, here's the regular free agent list. So we see Strasburg there, Nick Castellanos. So one of the better players in baseball. After the year he had with Minnesota this year, Verdugo, J.P. Crawford, Garrett Cole, Yimi Garcia, there's Yamada. So yeah, I've usually these international guys don't get signed at first with their initial demands, so we'll see if those demands go down. There's Matsuo, Mike Poppy, who's had a couple nice bounce back years. Alright, so let's look at the entire list. And then if we were able to get our center fielder through free agency, then we would be able to move Lindor for maybe that prospect from Washington, that catching prospect, potentially. Cody Allen's free agent, Aroldis Chapman, CJ Cron. Okay, there's Hudson. Alright, so, wow, look at Verdugo's contract demands, Jesus. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're... It doesn't look like there are any, big bona fide, top tier center fielders. But we probably, I'm definitely gonna try and pick up this Kyoji Yamada guy. I'll probably pick him over Matsuo. I'll probably let somebody else get Matsuo unless we, well, yeah, even so, because I don't think we'd have the money to get both of them, even if we did move Lindor. So, all right. For now, what I'm gonna do is skip ahead a little bit, and then maybe come back. Probably around after the winter meetings, and then see what those guys' demands are. But if we get any updates before then I will let you guys know. Alright, so I did forget about the Rule 5 draft, so we are back with this. And I already, added guys or whatever to the 40-man. We've already skipped ahead to my spot, so we can do this as quick as possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to really pick anybody, though. There aren't that many high potential players available, it appears. I usually look for relievers in this. But none of these guys look too enticing to me, to be honest. So Jesus Garcia's 27. Johnny Harrison, Dalton. This guy might be interesting. Right-handed. Ooh, and he can catch. I might pass on him too, to be honest. I think we'll just pass on these guys. Isn't really anyone here that interests me. I don't think anyone there is worth devoting a roster spot to. So, all right, there you go. All right, so we are back. We are just a day before the winter meetings end here, and these two Japanese guys, Yamada and Matsuo, still do not have any teams interested in them. So we'll skip ahead to one more day here, and oh, okay. All right, cool. I thought Garcia was Yamada for a sec, but all right. So still no teams interested in them. So if we get to the point where if we get to the Hall of Fame voting results, which will come up in about 2 weeks from today, and still teams aren't interested in them, then I will cut out and skip ahead to the preseason. Because if they get to that point, then I'm, almost 99% sure that they're going to not have any teams interested in them until we get to the preseason, and then their demands will drop, and we will be able to swoop in and hopefully get one of them on a good contract. Probably Yamada. I'm not sure if we're going to have to move a guy like Lindor before we sign Yamada, so we'll try and see if we can do that. I'm sure I'll be able to find some team with money to get a good package for a Lindor, get something out of that. But and we're at January 1st right now. Yes, we have to scout players, of course. I really don't care about this. I never look at this. I don't know how to turn this off. But anyway, apparently Jason Weatherby was Honus Wagner's pet dog. But alright, there we go. So January 2nd Hall of Fame voting results. A couple of people always ask me about this. I never really pay attention anymore. Jim Tomei apparently got in. Ortiz is still not in. Now there's Ichiro. Gary Sheffield dropped from the ballot. Beltre. Ooh, looks like he's not going to get in. Now there's Doc Halladay. Also surprising names are going to admit here. Hanley Ramirez. Okay, alright, cool. So, let's see. Yeah, still no offers for these guys. All right, so we'll skip ahead now until the time right around the time when the preseason starts, and then hopefully we will be able to swoop in and sign. Hopefully, I'm definitely gonna go after Kyoji Yamada. Looks like he's gonna be a great offensive player, and hopefully could learn to play center field for us. So, all right, we are back. It is the start of the preseason, and so to sign Kyoji Yamada, the center fielder that I want, or I should say the outfielder that I want, we are going to have to move Francisco Lindor, and I'm just looking at the offers here. So it looks like for the most part we're getting offers from teams that want to dump some money back onto us if they're going to take Lindor. So, and there are good center fielders here. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to, picking up somebody from this list. It looks like the Red Sox had a big offseason. They signed Verdugo and Garrett Cole. Castellanos went to the Dodgers. Christian Yelich doesn't really play center field too well. But what I would like to do is, let's go to Detroit here. Since they're the only team offering us somebody on a minor league contract, let's see if we can get someone good instead of just a no-name. So, alright, prospects. Alright, so they have a pretty good pitching prospect in Elias Groundhog Miles. I wouldn't be opposed to getting that guy. Let's look at their, I would say, ratings. Alright, Chris Richmond's a closer. Jeremy Shepard. Alright, what about Miles? Let's go back to the OSA. There we go. Yeah, Miles would definitely be the way to go if we could. We can also offer up CJ Brown, who we don't really need. And what else would it take to get Elias Miles? Alright, not too much. Carlson. I might give up Matt Carlson for him. Kind of don't have faith in Carlson really turning into anything. Alright, the only other thing is let's go to top prospects. Let's look at top pitching prospects because we could use... Alright, so Miles is the number 6 pitching prospect in baseball, so I definitely wouldn't mind picking him up. Other than that, though, I don't think we're going to get a guy like Jorge Martinez. What about Anibal Chavez? Almost said Sanchez. I would like to get a guy who our head scout also thinks is going to be very good, but our head scout doesn't like a lot of these guys. Miles is 6'7". I do like that. Ben Bascombe. Alright, that guy looks like he's going to be pretty good. Maybe we could go after him. Norbert Lynch, Norris, Davis, Hernandez, Sargent. Okay, let's look at Bascombe, and if not, then I think I'll be fine getting Miles. I don't know if they have the money to do this. Okay, they go $7 million over, so we can't really afford to do that. Let's just look at teams that might actually have the money to take on Lindor's contract at this point. This is the thing, unfortunately, is that teams usually, once you start free agency, teams don't have a lot of money to take on players until really the start of the next season. These guys have a little bit of money available. The Reds, they're a rebuilding team though, so this wouldn't really make too much logical sense. Could save 2 million, but yeah, that doesn't really align. Indians, Tigers. All right, yeah, that's the Tigers. We know the Tigers have money. Royals, Angels, the Dodgers. Oh my God, the Dodgers signed J.P. Crawford this offseason. So their team gets even better. So much fun playing them every year in the playoffs and losing. What about the Mets? The Mets have some money. All right, could use another infielder. They have some good position player prospects like Ignacio Castillo. This guy's a very good hitter. It doesn't look like he's much of a defensive player. What about Ethan Rutzan? Yeah, he's a reliever. Alright, not too interested in any of those guys. So maybe we go back to Castillo if we wanted to. The A's, I imagine they don't have any money. They never do. Pirates, nope. Whoops. Padres, nope. Giants, ooh, the Giants have a ton of money. Ooh, and they have some good prospects. Les Keller and Cipriano Muniz. So Muniz, good power hitting catcher, or Les Keller. Doesn't look like he's much of a center fielder, but could be a corner guy. And what about Sampson? Is this guy maybe? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather get a pitching prospect. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really going to be too willing to give him up. Mariners, Cardinals, Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, and Nationals. Alright, the Nationals don't have... Whoa, they have a stacked farm system, though. Jesus. Alright, so let's go back to the Tigers, then. Alright, so Brown, Lindor, and maybe give up Matt Carlson. I wonder if we gave up Carlson, maybe we could keep Brown. Because I don't really I don't mind giving up Carlson, but it feels like him and Brown on top of Lindor would be a bit much. I don't really want to give up Nava. What about, let's go to, we could give up Daz Cameron. Let's make it $4 million. Might be easier to trade. You know, if we traded him, we might be able to hold on to Lindor, actually, for now, and try to get a better offer later on. So let's look at Daz Cameron trades, because I think we're only, you know, $4 or $5 million short of being able to offer Yamada what we want to offer him. And then we could hold on to Lindor and try and trade him closer to the start of the regular season. These aren't really great offers, though. Here's former Rocky Isael Soto. And Nemo, yeah, we'd have to take money back. So maybe that's not the play. But what if he did Cameron on top of Lindor? Oh, they can't afford that. Alright, what about Will Benson? I don't suppose they have any interest in him still. Rays, yeah, we still have to give it the same. What about? Let's go to the AAA team. Actually, we just go to prospect list. I don't know, maybe we'll have to go at Brown and, I mean, Miles certainly looks like he's going to be a good pitcher. Ground ball. I don't know, he's fragile. He's just not really the guy I want to give up too much for, quite frankly. What if we, Scott Lindor did Daz Cameron, and instead of Miles, try to get, oh, crap, maybe, I don't know, I might have to go off camera again and try to figure this out. That's not going to get it done. Alright, I gotta go off camera and figure this out again. Alright, so I'm back, and I've decided that I am going to do the Elias Miles trade, mainly because, you know, our hands are really just tied with our finances right now, and we have to free up this money if we want to sign that Japanese outfielder, so we will move Lindor, Brown, and Carlson. We're also going to throw in Pedro Gonzalez and Norberto Alomar, basically just no-name prospects for Elias Miles, and we're also going to get their two top reliever prospects, Chris Richmond and Jeremy Shepard, who both have good OSA rating potential. So hopefully they will fill out nicely. And Shepard we could have taken in the Rule 5 draft, but I feel a little bit better about having him if we get to keep him in the minor leagues, at least for the time being. So, all right, we'll get to do that. And all right, I guess we'll do this deal. I still don't really feel great about it because I just don't like. I'm not sure about Elias Miles, but I guess at the very least, Miles, you know, represents an asset for us. So, all right, let's go to Yamada. He's getting some interest now. So, we would like to work out the type of deal that makes sense for us. Let's do maybe 10 million a year. He wants 13. I just bumped my mic. Sorry about that. Now we can give him plenty of years. We can maybe do an 8-year deal, a couple of team options. We just might want to bump this salary. I'm not sure how he's going to feel about this. All right, he says it's a fair offer. So usually with these free agents, you can actually lowball them. All right, so okay, the thing is this guy doesn't want less than 10. So, but if we had started at 11, we could have lowballed him all the way down to 10. But 10 years, basically it's or not 10 years. It's basically a 6-year deal with 2 team options. 8, yeah, there we go. All right, I think we will offer him this and see what he says. That is not quite all of our money for free agents, but that's a good portion of it. I'm not going to go after Matsuo. We just don't really have the money. I'd rather keep Martinez and pay him what we're paying him than have to pay Matsuo. So, all right, we will skip ahead here and see if and when Yamada gets back to us. All right, so we got a response from Yamada, and right now he actually has a better offer from the Red Sox. Now he's only looking for a 1-year deal, which is kind of peculiar. Honestly, a 1-year deal might make more sense because, well, I'm not sure about that actually. Let's do 11 million a year for 6 years. The reason I want to do 6 years is because I want to be able to cover his arbitration salaries. Maybe we'll just do 6 years. Maybe we'll just do a 6-year contract, or we'll just do, I don't know, might as well do 2 team options then if we're going to do that. So, all right, we'll just do the 6-year guaranteed. All right, there we go. Kyoji Yamada signs on. So, we will be putting him in center field. He signed on to our 8-year, $88 million contract, 66 of which is guaranteed. And also, the other Japanese big-name player, Matsuo, ends up signing with Washington. So just go back to the start of free agency here, and let's look at the international list. So there was one other good guy. I don't remember who it was. Thought he might have been a reliever, but was it Key? Oh, who is this guy? Pepe Valenzuela. What? That's weird. That's some sort of glitch, I presume. I think it's supposed to be Coco, but whatever. All right, I just wanted to see where he ended up or if he was still out there. But okay, so that is that. Now I'm going to skip ahead until the end of spring training. We will set our roster and get ready for the next season. All right, so we are back. We've got our right now our 24-man roster set. As we do not have a backup catcher yet, I will look for one on waivers here in just a moment. But as you can see, so our lineup this year pretty similar to what it was last year. We really just slot Yamada in for where David Dahl was. That's certainly an upgrade, but Albies, Foscalina, Skybolt, Jose Reyes, Nolan Arenado, Thomas Dillard, Kyoji Yamada, and Jeremy Martinez are rounding things out. That is 4 lefties and righties, and then in the rotation, Asher only out for a couple days, so he's good to go. But we've got Sheffield, Gonzalez, Fernandez, Aiken, and Parsons. Man, Sheffield's ratings continue to dip, apparently. This is not good, considering the extension we just signed him to. I'm wondering if we should have maybe just played out the season before extending him. All well. All right, so, yeah, we've got Birdie as the closer. We've got Bazaar slotted as the setup man, and the rest you can see. So, yeah, we will keep an eye on the waiver wire here and look for a good catcher. I see Miguel Flames. That is a great name, but does not, well, it's not horrible, but I think I'll pass on him. I think we'll be able to find someone better here in just a moment. Usually guys get waived towards the end of spring training. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, there are some good players. Nick Fortes. Oh, yeah, he's a backup catcher. Okay. Can dig this, I think. Right-handed bats. Let's just look at catchers. Okay, fourth is, oh, there's Alex Webb. I might take Alex Webb. I shortlisted this guy before. I almost got him last year, but didn't really feel like moving Christian Vasquez. So I think we'll go with Alex Webb. Good guy, right? Not like a dink in the clubhouse. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll claim him. And we will pick him up, and he will be slotted in as the backup catcher. You know I love those Red Sox defensive backup catchers. It's like my bread and butter with him and Vasquez. The next thing I need is Sandy Leon, if he's still around. Probably not. But alright, there we go, Alex Webb. Alright, and we've got opening day in just a moment. We can take Webb off our short list, because that is going to be very bothersome if his name is in capital letters the entire time. Short list, on short list. There we go. Okay. So we got opening day. We'll take a look at the preseason predictions, as well as the top 100 prospects, as we like to do. Our farm system is kind of thinned out a little bit. It's definitely not in the best shape that it could be. We certainly miss Bill Schmidt. I wish he was still around to be our scouting director. Of course, he didn't even get hired after he left us. I checked mid-season last year; he was still around, like available for hire. But all right, so top 100 prospects. Oh, we have the #1 prospect in baseball, Esteban Ortiz. Nice. All right, that is something to get excited about. We also have Elias Miles is listed as #7, so that move definitely helped that part of that move helped our farm system out. Let's look at the entire top 100 prospects list. So for Colorado, we've got Esteban Ortiz, Danny Taylor, who's starting out the year in AAA this year. He might come up this year, though. He's pretty much filled out. And I think it'd be a good thing to see him a little bit at the major league level, especially if we end up moving Will Benson at some point. Yamada is listed as a prospect. He is, where was he? Number 51, and we also have Ivan Nava, catching prospect. All right, and then pitchers. So we obviously have Miles. On top of that, we have Hector Moreno, Cesar Lagoya, and Wilson Cortez. And there's Matt Carlson slotted in number 66 for Detroit. Alright, and let's look at the preseason predictions. Got 95 wins, or at least we're projected to, and whoa, the Dodgers are projected to only be an 81-win team. That would surprise me, but I don't know, maybe. As for top 10 hitters, holy smokes, we've got a bunch. Sky Bolt, Dominic Foscalina, Yamada, Dillard, and Jose Reyes. But they do have J.P. Crawford. Oh, and they got Castellanos. Wow, what are they doing with Corey Seager? I guess he's probably playing second base now. Jesus. And as for pitchers, Marco Gonzalez. No Justice Sheffield, though. Yeah, that's a bit concerning, but we'll see. We'll see how Sheffield does this year. But all right, so that is going to do it. We are ready to get on with season number 10 in the Colorado Rockies OOTP series. Hopefully this one will finish off better than the previous 9. We'd like to actually win a playoff series for once, and obviously, of course, try to contend for a World Series, because that is, I mean, this team is good enough to do that. It's time to start executing in October, so. All right, that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching. Those I'm out.